February 2025 is here, and Netflix is kicking off the month with a huge lineup of new shows, movies, and even a long-awaited series finale. From thrillers and sci-fi to comedy and true crime, there's something for everyone this month. So let's dive right in. First up, 3 big releases drop on February 5th. First one is Celebrity Bear Hunt. This wild new British reality series takes celebrities to the jungles of Costa Rica, where they have to outsmart and survive being hunted by bear grills. If you love survival shows, this one's going to be a thrill ride. Second one is Prison Cell 211, a gritty Mexican prison drama about an inmate caught in the middle of a violent prison riot. Tense, brutal, and definitely one for fans of high-stakes dramas. And the third one is Kinda Pregnant, a brand new Amy Schumer rom-com about a woman who fakes being pregnant and then has to deal with all the unexpected chaos that comes with it. If you're looking for something lighthearted and fun, this is one to check out. Then on the 6th, we're getting a mix of sci-fi, mystery, and a shocking true story adaptation. The first one is a sci-fi movie, Cassandra. It's a German sci-fi thriller about a family who moves into an old house, only to discover that its AI assistant is way too attached and will stop at nothing to avoid being abandoned again. Then for those who love dark mystery dramas, there's The Murders. Set in a remote Swedish mountain town, this crime thriller is packed with secrets, twists, and suspense. If you're a fan of slow-burn Nordic noir, this should be right up your alley. And finally, we've got Apple Cider Vinegar, which, believe it or not, is based on a true story. This 6-episode crime drama follows 2 social media influencers who convince the world they've cured life-threatening illnesses through wellness and natural remedies. The problem here is it's all a massive lie. Inspired by a real-life medical fraud case, this one is guaranteed to spark some conversations. If you love action and military history, February 10th has you covered. First, there's Aftermath, a high-stakes action thriller starring Dylan Sprouse as a war veteran struggling with PTSD, who gets caught up in a hostage situation on Boston's Tobin Memorial Bridge. Intense, dramatic, and perfect for action lovers. And on the same day, we're also getting Surviving Black Hawk Down, a 3-part documentary that goes deep into the 1993 Battle of Mogadishu, with first-hand accounts from soldiers and Somali civilians who lived through it. If you've seen Black Hawk Down, this is the real story behind the movie, plus director Ridley Scott is producing it. Fans of The Witcher, listen up, a brand new animated movie, The Witcher, Sirens of the Deep, drops on February 11th. This one is based on the short story A Little Sacrifice and follows Geralt of Rivia as he investigates a series of attacks in a seaside village, leading him into a centuries-old war between humans and merepeople. And here's the best part, Doug Cockle is back as the voice of Geralt. If you're a fan of the games, this one's a must-watch. It's finally time to say goodbye to Cobra Kai. The last 5 episodes of Season 6 Part 3 drop on February 13th, bringing this epic martial arts saga to an end. Whether you've been Team Miyagi-Do, Team Cobra Kai, or just here for the insane fight scenes, this is the grand finale. Now here's something big. Robert DeNiro is starring in his first ever TV series, a political thriller called 0 Day. The story follows a former US president who tries to uncover the truth behind a massive global cyber attack that has thrown the world into chaos. And here's why you should be excited. 0 Day comes from the creators of Narcos, so you already know the suspense is going to be next level. This 6-episode miniseries drops on February 20th. Aside from the new Netflix originals, there's also a solid lineup of licensed movies and shows dropping throughout February. So if you're looking for something familiar or just want to revisit an old favorite, here's what's coming, starting with the very first day of the month. Kicking things off is American Renegades, an action-packed thriller about a team of Navy SEALs who uncover a long-lost Nazi treasure, gold hidden deep inside a flooded Bosnian village. But of course, retrieving it won't be that simple. This one's worth a watch. If action isn't your thing, how about some classic comedy? The hit 90s sitcom Home Improvement is also dropping all 8 seasons on Netflix. So if you grew up watching Tim Allen's hilarious take on family life, or you're just in the mood for some lighthearted nostalgia, this is the perfect binge watch. For something a little more cinematic, there's The Fabelmans, directed by none other than Steven Spielberg. This deeply personal drama tells the story of a young boy discovering his love for filmmaking while dealing with the challenges of family life. If you enjoy beautifully crafted coming-of-age stories, this is a must-watch. And for those who love dark, thought-provoking dramas, there's Mary Kills People. This gripping medical series follows a doctor who secretly helps terminally ill patients end their lives on their own terms. Emotional, intense, and incredibly well acted, this one will stay with you long after the credits roll. Moving into the horror genre, Maxxxine arrives on the 2nd. This is the final chapter in T. West's X trilogy, following Mia Goth's character Maxxxine as she fights for stardom in 1980s Hollywood, all while being hunted by a mysterious killer. If you've seen X and Pearl, you already know this is going to be a wild, blood-soaked ride. Then, just a couple of days later, it's time for some robot-fueled action with Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. This one expands the Transformers universe, introducing the Maximals, Predacons, and Terrorcons to the ongoing war between Autobots and Decepticons. If you're a fan of big, explosive battles and fast-paced sci-fi, this is one to put on your list. On the animated side of things, Grimsburg lands on the 5th. This is a dark, quirky detective comedy, featuring John Hamm as Marvin Flute, the world's greatest detective, who somehow can't figure out his own personal life. If you love offbeat humor, Archer-style animation, and crime-solving with a comedic twist, this might be your next binge-worthy show. Of course, Netflix always has a few surprises up its sleeve, so expect even more licensed content to drop throughout the month. Alright, that's everything coming to Netflix in February 2025.